Good day, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. So, I wanted to conduct a Tigray update, kind of what is happening quite literally as we speak. There has been some updates. It is reported that Ethiopian leadership is now acknowledging that it is quote unquote possible that human tragedies could have occurred in the form of massacres by Eritrean soldiers in the town of Axum and other areas of northern Tigray. Also, initially, there were some reports coming in that uh, would have led one to believe that there was a Ethiopian National Defense Forces offensive that was pressing towards Samre and the town of Gidget. And we had received reports that up to 500 structures had been burned in the area, but we're now receiving information that, in fact, this is being done by the armed forces of Eritrea. So there are approximately 8 brigades of the Eritrean armed forces, up to possibly 8 brigades that are now operating south and southwest of Mekelle and are pressing an axis of advance towards Samre. Fighter bombers, multi-role fighter bombers, have been used to attack targets in Samre and other towns in the region. But it would definitely appear that Eritrean forces are pressing in a southwest and due south direction towards the Tigray Amhara border. So, what is the intent of the Eritrean forces? Are they looking to start to attempt to seal the actual border of Tigray and Amhara with Tigray and Ethiopia proper, so to speak? But they are definitely operating south of Mekelle. When I mean they, I mean the Eritrean forces. And again, the offensive that took place towards south central Tigray were forces of the Eritrean Defense Forces with the assistance of Ethiopian forces. And as I had mentioned earlier, that the actual command structure of the operational forces inside of Tigray, in terms of Eritrean and Ethiopian forces, these forces are under the command of Eritrean general staff. Another issue that appears to be being confirmed is the fact that whole villages and whole towns in western Tigray are disappearing. They're either being burnt to the ground, but more disturbing is the fact that the people in these towns are simply disappearing. They're vanishing. And we don't know if they are moving into the Sudan, but more ominous is it looks like they are being forcibly moved into Eritrea. So again, whole towns and villages, the peoples residing in these towns and villages are being apprehended by the armed forces of Eritrea and then forcibly moved into Eritrea proper. For what reasons? We're not sure. Are they being imprisoned? Are they being placed into indentured servitude? Or something even more ominous? It's hard to say. But it definitely has the international community's eye in terms of what's going on, especially now, especially in the northern regions of Tigray, where peoples are being issued Eritrean identification cards This is widespread now, verified, reported. And then again, the Eritrean offensive that is taking place to the south and southwest of Mekelle. I was not aware that Eritrean troops were pressing that far south, but it definitely appears that is the case as we speak. So as opposed to Eritrean forces leaving the region of Tigray as demanded by the EU and the State Department, it appears that Eritrean forces are in fact reinforcing their positions inside of Tigray and are continuing operations all the way towards the border with the Amhara region. And we will keep you posted as more updates appear.